And speaking of checking, Barbara, as you know, has not been with us because she has been all over the country on tour with her #1 selling bestseller book, Audition. Yes. She'll be back on the show on Tuesday, but today she's in Chicago. So everybody who's in Chicago, after you watch The View, I want you to get up, put your clothes on, go to the bus, the car, the dog, whatever's gonna pull you, and go to Borders. She is going to be at Borders Bookstore on Michigan Avenue. Stop in Chicago and tell her that you miss her, that we miss her, and you want to contribute to keeping that book #1.
You know what's funny? She called me today for my birthday, and I said, Barbara, are you tired? Because she's everywhere. I mean, she could be campaigning to be the president of the United States at this point. She's in so many cities, but she sounds so energetic. I don't know. I said, Barbara, what is your secret? She is so full. I don't know. She's just going.
You know, when you get in and meet people, it gives you a certain energy.
Good job,
and also
Barbara.
when you've created something that you're proud of, you know, sometimes we create things and we go, don't go see that.
Yeah.
That's
what do you mean?
That's the best movie I've ever made. You know, but when it's something that you love and you say to people, look, I did this and this is what happened to me, and come and share it. You know, it does get you going. It's a wonderful thing. Yeah. And speaking of getting people going, Dunkin' Donuts just yanked an ad with Rachel Ray because she's wearing a scarf that detractors say looks like a kaifif. How do you say it? How do you say it?
I think it's a
kafia, which is a traditional Arab scarf that some people insanely equate with Muslim extremism. They have pulled this ad off the television. Rachel Ray. Okay, maybe she's a terrorist of your stomach, but she is not a terrorist.
No, not
what the hell?
30-minute meal, Rachel Ray.
She's like the most peaceful person you could meet. The craziest thing that goes on
to be a fashion statement, this scarf at the moment, but the right-wing blogosphere has been so active against Dunkin' Donuts that they've succumbed to the pressure and pulled the thing off the air.
What do you mean the right-wing blogosphere? Because is that who this is?
The blogosphere is going berserk with Michelle Malkin at Fox News.
It's not Muslim people who are offended by her.
No, it's Michelle Malkin.
Because we wear our scarves like that out here in New York.
And just because it's black and white, may I point out that, you know, if you're in Israel, the prayer shawls look like that. What do you know?
I think they're a different color.
No, they're black and white. Really? Some of them are black and white, But the point is, this is the last person. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It's the last person.
She's just trying to say, get your day started right with some D&D coffee.
It's yummo.
Hello.
It's Dunkin' Donuts.
Leave our Rachel alone.
What's wrong with you people?
There's a lot more people we could be going after.
That's right.
You know, if this is the worst thing that she ever does, that she wears a scarf that freaks people out so badly that they pulled it off the air. That's the thing that makes me crazy.
I know.
That they pulled it off the air believing that they had offended enough people to make that so.
Yeah. See, now you don't even really have to offend a lot of people. You have to offend one person with a loud mouth, and then that person kind of gets a movement started, right?
You didn't even have to do that. One person with email.
One person with
That's
email.
That's all it takes.
This whole thing.
That's how it starts.
It's kind of this, like, you know, it's a witch hunt, essentially.
Yeah, but Dunkin' Donuts shouldn't have backed off like that.
No, but you know what? Whoever their parent company is, I know about this one.
Who's their parent company?
It could be Unilever, could be anybody. Whoever their parent company is afraid, because what happens is they get 4,000 of these emails that say, you're harboring a terrorist sympathizer in Rachel Ray, and take it off.
Right.
And if they get enough of those, they go up the chain, and they go, you know what, this could really potentially be a huge problem. Let's just take it out.
Because
it's cheaper.
One letter, actually, because it's like in television, if you write a letter to a television show, one letter represents like 100,000 people. So they
Not
might
in this case.
Well, I'm saying if they're getting 4,000 emails, I'm thinking they might think a big segment of the population that might represent a
because they don't actually know how this works. Right. But having watched it, I see it.
Companies should have a little more integrity and a little more guts than that. They should.
But they also have to listen to who is sending
Not
in.
when somebody says Rachel Ray's a terrorist, look at her scarf.
But if you're getting 4,000 of those,
you have to say those 4,000 people need to stay away from Dunkin' Donuts.
So they were afraid of a boycott because now this is the best advertising they could get. I mean, in yanking it, this actually probably, quadruples the amount of ads they would
But what it does is
have.
it flags Rachel.
Yeah.
Which is
Because
wrong.
it flags Rachel to businesses saying, this is somebody who you might not be able to trust in what she does.
That's really unfortunate.
It's
It's
terrible.
It's a very slippery slope. You could say that Julia Child was a poultry abuser. She used to beat. You see the way she beat those chickens?
Yes.
She used to hit those chickens.
You know why nobody says anything? You know why nobody talks about it? Because... She's right. She is absolutely right. And let me tell you why people don't say a word. Because they're at home abusing their own chickens.
That's right.
They're beating their own meat at home. They know.
So now, if we all wore this
Nobody's
scarf,
gonna
Right.
if the whole country wore this scarf the way they did, I believe it was in Denmark during a war, the king
Right,
of Denmark
right. Everybody
wore
wore
a
it.
Jewish star, and all the Danes came out and wore Jewish stars, so the Nazis didn't know who were the Jews and who were the others. And so we should all wear the
I'm getting a
scarf,
scarf.
so that, people don't get
I
ridiculous.
like when
In
people
support
come
of Rachel
together.
Ray, yeah.
We're pro Rachel Ray. Don't mess
Well,
with
in
her.
a funny way, I could just put this on my head.
Support
I could put this around my... But if I showed you what was under here, y'all would never recover.